Hi guys, Bacchus Bruce got the 2013 Ferguson Crest red wine blend. Got this for just $6.99 at our grocery outlet. This is a Santa Ynez Valley Juice, Santa Barbara. Real interesting blend on this wine. It's 40% Syrah, 20% Cabernet Sauvignon, 20% Petit Verdot, and 20% Grenache. Kind of a mix-up of the Rhone and Bordeaux varietals. Wonderful place to grow grapes down there in Solvang in the Santa Ynez Valley. Just perfect weather down there. So Ferguson Crest, of course, is a brand that is owned by Michael Ferguson, but he has kind of a famous daughter. Her name is Fergie. Fergie is probably best known for being the lead person of the Black Eyed Peas, the famous singer. She's also done, of course, a lot of solo work and modeling with guests, etc., etc. Super famous individual, and her dad happens to be a farmer there in Solvang. So, of course, Fergie really isn't have much to do with the wine itself, like a lot of celebrities. But she does have some bona fides because her father is the grower of the grapes, and they've hired a pretty heavy-hitting winemaker as well to produce this wine. Now, they're not making a whole lot of this wine, about 800 cases. The total production of the winery is about 1,200 cases, so they're not really knocking it out of the park in terms of production, but they are having some fun here, obviously. If you got a wine named Fergilicious, things are going well, obviously. So let's go ahead and see what we have on the nose on this beautiful-looking wine here. Real pretty. So being that this is kind of a commercial sort of venture with the Fergilicious bottling, it needs to be a wine that's going to be appealing to average drinkers. So there's a ton of what I call that California forward fruit in this wine. So a lot of black fruit like raspberries and black cherries and just beautiful ripeness. Really kind of showy, perfumey wine here. Now, the wine does have some herbal notes as well, getting a little bit of sage, maybe a touch of lavender. How about some pine resin? But those are really kind of in the background. The real story is that it's a really obvious fruit-forward style of wine. So let's go ahead and see what we have on the palate. So it's a pretty big wine, actually, and showing really well. Actually, it's a 14.4% ABV, so it definitely has a big structure to it, but this acidity is just as if it was bottled just yesterday. It is singing. It's like a sour cherry sort of acidity that just kind of carries you right into the mid-palate, and the kind of flavors just really dance and linger. It's a lovely flavor profile. Now, there is a touch of earthiness, a little bit of pepper spice maybe, a bit of wet clay, but again, the ripe fruit is the story here, and the tannic structure is the story here as well. Kind of a big wine. Still has maybe a couple years to soften up a bit, though the tannins are fairly integrated right now. Lovely bottle of wine. I think Fergie's got to be very pleased about this particular blend because it's showing really well. Love this wine, great value, and make sure you download Fergilicious if you haven't heard the song before. She is quite a character. We'll see you in the tasting room.